So I bought myself a drone a few weeks ago. Obviously it's registered, it's registered with the ACC. I didn't take insurance on it because I don't go out to make money on it. So today I decided, near to where I used to live, no, I'll go back a couple of days. A couple of days ago, near to where I used to live, there is an industrial estate, which this industrial estate had the old power station on it. It's been used for many, many things since it was a power station. So then somebody had set a fire in it, and it's caused £5 million worth of damage up to now. That was just emptying the building and making it safe. So there's another piece of land that there used to be a stonemason, head stonemasons on it. The name is the Frasers. A friend of mine asked me if I would get him some aerial shots of it. So I said, yeah, of course I will. So I went down and I was recording. I took a little bit of abuse off a couple of people. And then a guy came in a van, started throwing a few punches, but backed down. And later on apologised to me. And then I was sat minding my own business by the river. I was sat by the river, minding my own business, and a vehicle pulled up, shoved a camera in my face and said, "Hey, Martin Cuffe, what you doing round here?" So I was told to stay off this industrial estate. So the next thing you know, this guy said, "You silly old 60-year-old man, get out of your car." So, well, nobody says that to me. Out of jumps. This guy starts throwing a few punches, so I walked towards him. And he ran back on himself. And he's still throwing punches, and what he's going to do and what he's not going to do is no man's business. So the next thing, he throws another punch, so I had some sandals on, kicked my sandals off, stood my ground. And this guy seemed to calm himself down and tried talking nice. So I just said to him, "Look, F off. Not to do with you what I do. Get yourself gone. I'm not interested in what you're doing or anything." So I turned away to go back to my car. So as I walked away, I got a sidewinder on the back of the head here. And I'm not being funny, out, guys. My daughter's 2-year-old, and she punched harder. So I just moved my hand backwards because my space was being invaded in a very bad way. And somebody run round my car, near enough crying, blood pouring out of the nose. Anyway, that was all right. I thought, this person now will ring the police and tell the police is this, that and the other. So, and then they were shouting to this other guy, "He's just pulled the knife out on kids." And I said to the bloke, I said, "I don't use knives, mate." Anyway, this person decides to keep driving past me. Then his daughter's trying to provoke my daughters to fight with her. But my daughters are not stupid. They'd worry her. Then the next thing you know, he turns round, he flies past me, beeping his horn. 3 or 4 times he drives past me. Cut a long story short, the police turned up. The police lady spoke to me, and they said, "Yes, we do know this person. What's happened?" So I explained. So they said, "Would you like?" They turned round and said, "Would you like to press charges?" I said, No. I said, "I don't need to press charges, love." The next thing you know, I said, "If you'd been 5 minutes quicker, you would have seen him coming up and down the street and pimping his arms and video recording." Anyway, the policeman was saying, you know, like, what do you want to do? I said, just getting told to behave himself. He's a silly little boy. Just as I said that, a car came up the street, so the policewoman waved it down. Yes, it was the person. So she said, just bear with me a second, just sit in your car. Now we know what's what. So cut a long story short, the policewoman come back and said, look, he's asked us to ask you not to go filming around that area. No, I don't need to camera all this, I don't need to film it. But he'll be surprised because I have a front camera in the car and a rear one, and it's all on there. It's all on there, on the rear camera, every little bit of it. But it's like all else, I don't give a monkey's fuck where he is, what he's doing. I'm not bothered. I don't want to know him. You know, but it's every time I'm parked up, for some reason he comes round to try and provoke me. One second, I'll answer that in a second. I didn't get a telling off. If I'd have got a telling off, the police woman said, he's asking for you not recording round that area. I replied to the policewoman, I will record what my eyes can see. The policewoman agreed with me, but she just turned around and said she's told him to stop going past me in the car. He replied, he's not. The policewoman then said, well, we've just pulled you over. You're driving past him all the time. So I wish that I got a telling off. I'm not bothered about his minions. I don't mention people's names. You know, I'm not stupid. I know that he'll be in here watching it now. You see, the best thing is, you can fly. I have an app on my phone, and it's called Drone Assist. And it tells you where you can fly and where you can't fly. He did say to the policewoman, he hasn't even got a licence to fly that. And the policewoman said, well, I'll beg to differ. He's just showed me all the footage that he's done today, and nothing is showing anything of you or anybody else. And as for his licence, we've seen his licence. His licence is on the top of his drone. You know, I work by the book. No need for me to go out and be falsy-walsy and turn around and say, yeah, and the drone that he has, he doesn't even have a licence for. He's telling everybody he's got a licence, he's got insurance. You only need insurance if you're making money out of it. I have a 249-gram drone. I can fly it in places that he can't even think of flying this. I do have a licence. I can't name drop who it is, but just put two and two together and you'll find out. I'm not saying his name. If somebody in the comments want to put names in, they can do. It's not to do with me. He hasn't got any proof at all. None whatsoever. The only proof he's got is his phone stuck in out of his car, which, to be fair, he's driving a car whilst holding a phone. Precisely. You don't have to sub to anything. You can still watch it. You just can't comment. Well, who wants to comment? You know, I've been accused of sending pictures or something to somebody else. Well, I'll tell you. He's turned around and said, oh, you've sent a picture to Sonny of my unit. I said, what fucking unit? I've never spoke to Sonny. No, you can't call him a grass. No, because he's called me it tonight. He said, there was the person that we're talking about. He said, he's nothing but a grass. There's only one grass. There's only one of them, and that's him. I think he's falling off, guys. That's what I think he's doing. He has got the police on speed dial. Yes, he has. But like I was saying, it did upset me a little bit when he called me a 60-year-old man. Get out of your car. You know, young fella in his, I think, late 30s he is. He spits his dummy out too much. No, the police didn't tell me off. They told me quite a few things about him, actually. But it was things that I already knew, and I told them a few things that they didn't know. You know, like £34,000. If you know, you know. It was said 50,000, but I've had a chat to the person and they've told me they've gone through the bank statements and it was £34,000 in total. The last time I spoke to Julia, she's all right. She's getting by every day. Yeah, so I've not got a bad size hand for my age. Had a bit of a slump. Backhand slap. Jolly good. Somebody running around my car then. Looking. Pop nose. Then he's probably gone back to his minions and said, I had a nosebleed, my blood pressure, guys. You're going to have to send me some more money to get some more tablets to take my blood pressure down. And all he could do was run across the road to another man. He's just pulled a knife on a kid. Hey, I don't know, some people. I actually said that today. I actually said, listen, I'm not Sonny. I'm not bothered about your cameras. Well, you can rest assured now, I don't need to tell you no lies. I don't need to tell you no lies. I didn't get no telling off. He's got no proof. No, I don't hang about with anybody now. Mank's granny's my little friend. He didn't like drama. He causes all the drama. What? Tell me, please, 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 please tell me. Frenchie is a very nice young fella. He pulled Frenchie down and expected him not to say oh. He done the same with Mr. Dave Duran's. Started pulling Dave Duran's down, expecting him not to. He then, who else did he do it with? Sonny. He put a lot of shit out about Sonny. Pure shit. Then he tried it with me. He brought Sonny to my house and then tried to say that he was a wrong un. So I had to go and get checked out because I was fighting a custody battle for my daughter. And he wasn't a wrong un at all. But then when everybody goes back at him, they're all trolls. Oh, I'm being trolled, I'm being trolled. He wouldn't know a fucking troll if it hit him on the snout. He did. He terrorised my granny. You know, a little lady, and he thought he could terrorise her. It wasn't a proper scrap. He was throwing his hand, oh, come on, come on, come on. And I just walked right up to him, right up to his face, with my hands at my side. I said, go on. Let me know when you're finished. But as I say, I mean, he terrorised an old fella, said he was a dogger. Now, obviously, I've been to these dogging sites, guys, with him, and I've also been without him. And he followed an old man home, said he was a wrong un and all this lot. And the old fella, I'd gone past a fortnight, maybe 3 weeks later, and he won't get done for driving. They won't do him for driving. That is the gospel. They won't do it because he's a police informer. None of the ones are kiddies play parks. None of them